You know what women really love. It's not the car you drive. It's not the size of your wallet or how expensive your shoes are. Those things are nice, sure, but they're not what makes her heart skip a beat. What women love, what truly draws them in, is the feeling of emotional safety, that space where she can be soft, vulnerable, where she doesn't have to be in control all the time. That's where her love blossoms. When she feels seen, not just for how she looks, but for who she is at her core, she lets her guard down. When you listen to her, really listen, without rushing to fix or respond, she leans in a little more. When you validate her emotions, not dismiss them or laugh them off, she feels like she can trust you, and trust, that's everything to a woman. Give her the feeling that you're consistent, that you're reliable, that you show up when you say you will, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. She notices that. She might not say it out loud, but it hits differently. When you speak with honesty, even when it's not what she wants to hear, she respects that more than empty flattery. She craves the feeling that she can be herself, flawed, fabulous, emotional, radiant, and still be loved without condition, that she's not too much, that she's enough, and when she feels that with you, she'll give you access to a version of her that no one else gets to see. A woman in her softness, in her peace, in her love, that's powerful, so give her that feeling, not with words alone, but through your actions, your consistency, your presence. Because when she feels safe, she gives you the world. Emotional safety is the invisible foundation of any meaningful connection with a woman. It's not about grand gestures or poetic declarations. It's about the everyday choices you make that tell her she's secure with you. It's the way you respond when she opens up. It's in the tone you use when you're upset. It's in how you handle her vulnerability. Women aren't just looking for someone to love them. They're looking for someone with whom they feel safe enough to fully be themselves. You see, in a world where women are constantly expected to be strong, to keep it together, to hustle and protect themselves, the ability to relax in someone's presence is rare and precious. When you provide emotional safety, you offer her a space where she can put the armor down, where she doesn't have to second, guess her feelings or shrink herself to be accepted. She doesn't have to walk on eggshells. She can express her joy, her sadness, her anger, her fears, and not be labeled as too emotional or too sensitive. You give her space to just be, and that space is where true connection happens. Because when she feels emotionally safe, she opens up in ways you can't imagine. She communicates more. She becomes more affectionate. She gives you access to her intuition, her softness, her feminine energy that thrives only in an environment of trust. You start seeing a version of her that the world rarely gets to see, not because she's hiding it, but because it only comes out when she feels genuinely held, respected, and valued. And here's the thing, emotional safety isn't about never disagreeing or never messing up. It's about how you handle those moments. Do you react or respond? Do you criticize or seek to understand? Do you make her emotions about you, or do you hold space for her without judgment? Emotional safety is built in the small, consistent moments where she learns that your presence is steady, not conditional. That's what she really loves. Consistency is one of the most underrated yet powerful traits you can bring into a relationship. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it speaks volumes. For a woman, consistency isn't just about calling every day or sticking to plans, though those things matter. It's about knowing that who you are on Monday is who you'll still be on Friday. That the energy you bring when you're trying to win her over doesn't suddenly disappear once she says yes. That your words are backed up by action, not just once, but repeatedly. When a woman sees that you're consistent, it sends a message that you're dependable, that she can relax into your presence without constantly wondering, is he going to change up on me? And it's not because she's insecure, it's because many women have experienced the highs of attention followed by the lows of emotional distance. So when you show her stability, you separate yourself from that pattern. You become the safe place she didn't know she needed. Being consistent also means being emotionally steady. It's showing her that even when you're having a bad day, you don't lash out. You don't go ghost. You communicate. You show up for hard conversations, not just the easy, fun moments. She watches how you move when no one's looking. She watches how you talk about her when she's not in the room. And the more aligned your actions are with your words, the more she feels like she can trust you, not just with her time, but with her heart. And trust isn't built by intensity, it's built by repetition. The way you show up for her when she's sick, the way you remember the small things she says in passing, the way you don't make her feel like loving you is a gamble. Consistency creates emotional rhythm. It tells her she's not dealing with someone who flips the script every time emotions get real. Because when she knows you're steady, when she knows you'll be who you say you are no matter the situation, she lets go of her guard. She leans in, she stops questioning and starts investing, and that's when real intimacy begins. Validation and presence are two things that, when combined, make a woman feel deeply connected, respected, and understood. So many people here just to respond, but few truly listen. When a woman talks, she's not always looking for a solution. Sometimes she just wants to be heard, to know that what she's feeling matters, that she's not being dramatic or too much or irrational. When you can sit with her emotions without trying to minimize or fix them, you create a space where she feels emotionally safe, and that's rare. Being present is more than just being in the same room. It's the way your eyes meet hers when she's talking. It's putting your phone down and really tuning in. It's reading between the lines and understanding what she's not saying out loud. Presence shows her that you care not just about her words, but about her asterisk world. Asterisk, and the more present you are, the more seen she feels. Validation means acknowledging her perspective without judgment. It's not agreeing with everything she says just to keep the peace. It's saying, I hear you, that makes sense, I can understand why you'd feel that way. That kind of response doesn't make you weak, it makes you emotionally intelligent. And she notices that. She remembers how you made her feel when she was vulnerable, when she was struggling, or even when she was celebrating something important to her. She watches how you respond to her wins and her lows. Because to her, your presence during those moments is everything. Women are emotionally tuned in. They can feel when you're disconnected, when you're half listening, when you're going through the motions. And they can feel when you're them fully. That emotional attunement builds trust, and trust builds love. You don't have to be perfect with your words. You don't need to have the most poetic answers. But when you show up with sincerity and empathy, she'll remember how you made her feel long after the conversation ends. It's not about fixing her feelings, it's about honoring them. And when you do that, you become the kind of man she wants to open up to again and again. When a woman feels loved without conditions, something powerful happens. She begins to show you a version of herself that the world rarely gets to witness. Most women walk through life being measured, managed, or molded. They're told how to look, how to act, how to speak, and even how to feel. So when you love her as she is, without trying to fix, change, or reshape her, she relaxes into that love, and in that space she flourishes. Unconditional love doesn't mean tolerating everything or avoiding boundaries. It means choosing to love her in her wholeness. On the days she's radiant and full of life, and on the days she's quiet, withdrawn, or unsure of herself. It's loving her not just when it's convenient, not just when she's smiling and saying all the right things, but even when she's processing, healing, evolving. That level of love requires emotional maturity, but it unlocks a side of her that only surfaces when she feels fully accepted. She starts to believe that her softness isn't a weakness, that her emotions aren't too much, that her dreams aren't silly. She begins to speak with more confidence. She becomes more playful, more affectionate, more generous, because she no longer feels the pressure to earn your affection. She knows she's safe in your presence, so she stops performing, she stops questioning, and she starts asterisk being. Asterisk, this is where her feminine energy truly blooms. That nurturing, intuitive, deeply emotional side of her comes alive in a relationship where she doesn't have to keep her guard up. She's not navigating your mood swings or trying to decode mixed signals. She's not hustling for your love. She's just giving, naturally, effortlessly, and it's not because she's trying to keep you. It's because she feels asterisk kept asterisk. Loving a woman unconditionally creates a ripple effect. It builds loyalty, it deepens intimacy, and it invites you into her world in a way that surface-level connection never could. Because when she knows you see her, respect her, and cherish her without expecting her to constantly prove her worth, she lets down every wall, and what you find behind those walls will amaze you. When you give a woman emotional safety, show up with consistency, truly listen and validate her, and love her without condition, you unlock a depth of connection that can't be faked or forced. These aren't just actions, they are feelings you create, and those feelings matter more than anything you could ever buy or say. Because when a woman feels genuinely secure, seen, and loved, she responds with a kind of devotion, softness, and strength that transforms everything around her. It's not about doing the most, it's about being real, being present, and being intentional. And when you give her asterisk that asterisk feeling, she won't just love you. She'll asterisk choose asterisk you again and again.